Alright, here we are. Welcome everyone and a very good evening here on the first week of the ICC 2024, where it's time for the second matchup in Group C. It's Sweden versus Germany. Now, I'll be your host for tonight. My name is Mitsky, and I'll be taking you through the couple weeks of the group stages and then following the playoffs. Of course, next week will be week 2, the week after will be week 3, and in September we will have our playoffs. Now, there will likely be a couple of small rule changes for the coming week, so for everyone who is participating, make sure to keep an eye on that. We will aim to announce that on Monday, making sure that it's all done after the first week so that nobody has an unfair advantage. The main focus on this is, of course, the amount of dead rounds. So far, teams have one dead round per map. We've noticed that with this format, that's a little bit too little, so we're going to move that up to 2. And of course, if someone crashes right at the start, that should not be counted as a dead round, as we do have quite a few issues with the game. For this matchup, though, it's going to be a best of 3, 9 rounds per half, 10 needed for a win. And in this best of 3, we will see the following maps. It was Hammerblow picked by Sweden. It's a map where they're very strong at, so it should be a tough one for Germany to take them on there. Then it's on to Germany's map pick of Aslan, and if a third and final map is still needed, we will move over to India. So it should be some good games. Will likely take an hour and a half, depending on how many maps we have to play. It should be quite a bit to look out for tonight. Of course, in the past few days, we also had a couple of matches already that were played. As you can see on the screen, these are the results. If I get the right one for you, there we go, I have the right results. First up, on Friday, we had China 1 versus Taiwan, which was streamed here as well. 2-0 victory for Taiwan. Taiwan seemed to be quite dominating, and that is the team to beat. And it's USA versus the Netherlands, 2-0 victory for USA, where it was fairly close at the start of the first map. After that, US seemed to pick up, and then they were able to cruise through to a victory. That was China 2 versus Malaysia, smooth win for China 2. 2-0 victory. And then yesterday, quite a cracking match between USA 2 and Italy. Went all the way to a third map, close matchup as well. It was eventually Italy getting the right end of the stick there, winning the matchup 2-1. Now for tonight, our matchup, Sweden versus Germany. This is a matchup in Group C. They're joined with the Netherlands and USA in a group. And the lineups are as follows. For Sweden, we have Taz, Zetor, Kimpa, Simon, and R. So quite a classic lineup for Sweden. And for Germany, we have Slick, Tensi, Ferry, Selfu, and Aimstein. I believe Sweden has the exact same lineup as they had 8 years ago in 2016. 2015, of course, lineup slightly different as Simon wasn't playing, but Mankey was there. Although Mankey is also on the sub-roster for Sweden. For Germany, they have 9 players on their roster, so they have quite a bit to switch between as well. Roster completely different to what it was 8 years ago. I don't think any of these players have played in the ICC yet, all making their debut. And with Slick, Tensi, Ferry, Selfu, and Aimstein, they have something to work for. That should be all the information that we need, and in the meantime, we can see that everyone but Kimpa has readied up. And as soon as everyone does ready up, we will move into the game for map 1 on Hammerblow. I will open up a quick predictions for you in the chat as well. So you have 5 minutes to post your predictions, and we can see a little bit if you are supporting Team Sweden or Team Germany. So with that posted as well, and everyone readied up, now the ball is in Taz's park, and as soon as he presses F5, which he does now, we're going to move into the game. Our last match likely for this week 1, and Sweden on EU. NRF side taken by Germany. Sweden, of course, playing with Taz, Zetor, Kimpa, Simon, and R. And Germany playing with Slick, Tensi, Ferry, Selfu, and Aimstein. See if we don't have any issues getting into the game. And there we are. So dual scope setup for both teams. Only 1 appointment on the side of Team Sweden. I'm not sure if Germany had 1 or 2. These are the only appointment for Sweden. And for Germany, they have Aimstein and Slick. So a double appointment setup. MP40s, a Raven, M4s, scopes. Oh. And yeah, that's an issue. Characters are indeed not allowed. They call it just in time, so they have to leave. So, good timing. So I'll have to go back to the lobby. I have a little bit of time waiting before we move back in. Alright, quick switches, so we'll move back in. Now for real, we will get started with map 1. A reminder for the other maps that we do have here tonight. We of course start on Hammerblow with Sweden on EU and Germany on NRF's side. Map 2 will be Aslan, and a third and final map, if that shall be needed, will be played on India. By the looks of it, that all is fine. Over here, the German team does well. Tensi has broken the box already. They're trying to move in. Ours actually using the GA28. We saw the Chinese teams use this a little bit as well in their qualifier. Quite a strong gun with the newer guns as Zetor moves over to mid. Self, who's positioned up nicely here up on top. Kimpa's about to move in, but he expects Self there. He gets the first frag of this matchup. Immediately means that Ferry is put under pressure. He's got that M41 origin. Taz has been hit there a little bit. Aimstein is playing close with him. Kempa once again looking. Can get the kill onto Ferry here. That would be big. This is the shot. Ferry repositions. Kempa spots him. Oh, what a beautiful headshot from Ferry. No chance for Kimpa there whatsoever. He was full HP as well, so it's an immediate slam dunk headshot as Simon's trying to move in. Interesting weapon of choice for him with the SFK-80. First time seeing that. With Taz now getting the kill onto Slick. Where else has been taken? So now all the pressure is onto Aimstein. Simon's moving out. Zetor's moving up in the mid. Aimstein spots one. He's gonna get pushed out by Sai now. And from 2 angles he gets pushed, and with all the kills being made, as Zetor's got 2-on-1. It's round 1 going to Sweden. Let's keep our eyes on Aimstein as he's using that Raven. Of course this Uzi has been buffed slightly, so it is quite strong. Spots one, falls back. With Zetor pushing out from up top, he gets both of the appointments down. He's on for 3k. Ferry's about to push him. That's a 3k for Zetor. 4k for Zetor. He's on for the ace. It's just Tensi left, and with the nade, Zetor should know where he is. He's gotta go for it. Will this be the first ace of the tournament? Zetor, can you do it? Simon has spotted him. Oh no! Tensi does get Zetor. It's still a massive 4k for him. A 2-0 lead for Sweden. Almost managed to get away with that. Now Taz is taking over the bomb to mid. Looks like Sweden does do that a little bit so far. Just going over to the mid, taking a bit of map control there with the smoke and the binos. Having Zetor push out. This time it's Ferry with the first frag of the round. Aimstein though, under pressure by Simon. Does get the kill onto him. And he hears the call out, so he knows there's one more. And Taz already decided to move over. R still wants to move in. Using that MP40. He's very cautious. Not cautious enough as Aimstein picks up his second of the round. Now both of the scopes will have to make it work. Self, who's in a nice elevated position, sees the scope from Taz. Knows he has to wait, gets the kill. Hurt Kimpa on bridge. Spotted Kimpa. Does get one. Might never count Kimpa out. Misses his second shot though. Now Self is down. Spot Slick, misses. And Tensi with a good angle onto him. No attempt clutch for Kimpa. And it's Germany putting themselves on the board. They need to get quite a few rounds here. The NRS side, traditionally much stronger than EU. So need to get a minimum of 5, preferably 6 if they want to do well here. Now Selfu needs to hold them off, gets that first onto Zeter and falls back safely. This is his second shot. R gets one onto Fairy. Self is still trying to hold it. R pushes him out and it's side taken. Aimstein's rotating. Slick still holding in already. He does get one on R before getting shot by Simon. Kimpa holding behind. He's very low HP. Tensi decides to go around. So does Aimstein. It's a 3v2 situation. They will move on to Kimpa's crosshair. Oh, they spotted Kimpa. Let's get Aimstein. Misses Tensi. Missiles out. Ooh, but Tensi does get him. Sai already pushed. Missed shot. And Sai picks up a second of the round. Sweden so far seems to be quite positive in their approach. And so far no issues have arisen for them. So we once again follow Aimstein moving into warehouse. Once again Sweden decides to just leave it open. There's no need to contest that. More nades falling through. Castos gets hit there, and he's on Bino as well. This is not good news, as Fairy is there already holding. But Zeter, once again, a 2 frag for him. He is very low HP. And Self and Tensi are both holding it, but Self falls to Kimpa. Taz gets Aimstein. And another nice pixel angle by Kimpa. Scopes picking one and one off. And with Zeter being so strong in that MP40, Germany is struggling. See how Tensi approaches this. He is going to go for a nade into mid, which is a good idea. Waits a little bit with it before throwing it. Could almost work out, but Zeter decides to stay back. Looks like Aimstein has switched over to rifle. It's not working out for him. Slick is about to get pushed out. But R decides to fall back, and Simon is still holding from far away. Couple nades came in. Slick also has to watch the bit. It's now moving all the way up. Might spot Simon here. I'm not sure if Simon is holding that. Simon was holding that. The MP7 does deal a little bit of damage, but the main push happening over at one side. Self's inside. Spots one. Misses the shot. Has to reposition. Kimpa with a great pick onto him. Now Aimstein's alone inside. They're about to push him here. Zeter's moving up on street. He catches Fairy. Tensi's still there. Finds one, but Zeter gets the trade. Now Aimstein from 2 angles. He will be pushed. He does get one. Traded out. And now it's all on Slick. 1v3 situation. 2 scopes he has to face. The first scope will already be his demise. 5-1 lead for Sweden on their own map pick. And on not the preferred side whatsoever. And with 3 rounds remaining, it's starting to look very good for them on their way to pick up that first map. This time they are going for a warehouse push, not contested this time around either. Slick might call that out. Tensi's going to be under immense pressure. Sees a shot getting tanked. Does get the kill onto Zeter. Switches back, but R's quicker. Aimstein has already snuck onto the side. Not sure if Simon has caught this. They do catch it. Slick's holding behind for Kimpa. Who does expect that? Now with the deep nade onto base. Fairy's pushed through. Simon finds him. Now it's just Self. And a good cleanup. It seemed to be that Germany was able to put up quite a fight at the start of this matchup. But Sweden has taken reign. And now We moved over to a very comfortable lead. 2 rounds remain before our side switch. Good nade though by Ferry onto Taz. That should prove a little bit of help. Although Zeter does find a return onto Slick. Is quite tagged up though. It's about 35 HP remaining. Still going to try and repeat that. Kimpa does expect a push over on the bridge, but Germany has conceded that. Good timing. Ferry finds Zeter. He spots R now. Good damage by R. Yeah, look at that. Kimpa still moving with the C4 over to one side. It's just Aimstein there. If he manages to catch Aimstein here off guard, could be great for him. Simon is now caught. Kimpa does not watch the mid. Not sure if Aimstein found him, but Self picks up a second. I don't think Aimstein spotted him. But will Kim now see him? Kim doesn't see him. And he's going to move in. He's still holding the angle. Do they think that Kim has cross? I think Tensi's just going to get the kill here. Oh no, he was not aware. Now Kimpa's going to get the bomb down. Kim's waiting. He can't plant. Oh, it's the bug. And that is going to cost him dearly. He had to drop it. He knows where Self is at. He misses that shot. Crucial game bug, making it much harder for Kimpa to clutch that. And it will allow Germany to crawl back slightly. R's about to be under pressure by Aimstein. Aimstein finds that with the X95R. Ferry once again under pressure, traded out by Taz after he did find Simon. 4v3, Slick holding them back in mid. But Zeter's just decided to push on. Tensi is holding his left. Oh, Tensi missing the shot there. He's gonna come under severe pressure, but still finds a kill onto Zeter. That was big. That was very, very crucial. And now it's just the scopes remaining. Will Slick be able to find Taz here? No, he won't. Taz gets the kill. Nate's thrown. Self is pushed up very far. Aimstein is lit. Trying to force a rotate, and it does seem like Self is starting to come back. He does hear a lot of sound in the mid. Spot misses his shot. That's not what you need. Kimpa now moved into 2 side. Self was pushed up to mid, completely leaving side open. But this is good because Sweden will not know this. Sweden expects that Self will be in the warehouse. Now once Taz is positioned up in base, Kimpa is going to get that bomb down. Bomb's going down now.
Charge set.
There we are. And Aimstein slowly moving in. Needs to get this kill onto Taz. Not sure if he will expect him here. Aimstein did jump. Doesn't hear him, but still gets that flick onto him. And now they know Self will come behind. Taz already posted up, misses the shot. Almost a 3k for him. Self still full HP. Oh, he spots Kimpa. Just going to push through. And Kimpa does clean up there.
Operation success. Return to main base. Your efforts are commended.
And we have our side change. So a 7-2 lead for Sweden. Very impressive play so far by them. We're going to go back into the lobby to prepare for the second half, in which Sweden just needs 3 rounds on NRF before they take map 1. So here we are then back into the lobby. Gives us a little bit of time as well to check what the predictions show. Predictions seem to be in favor of Germany. 6 people voted for Sweden, but more points allotted for Germany and 4 people voting for that. So it looks like it's 56% for Germany, 44% for Sweden. We're going to move straight back in with that 7-2 lead. For people who are seeing that round where Kimpa was unable to get the bomb down, this sometimes happens. In order to get rid of that bug, you have to drop the bomb, re-pick it up, and then plant it. Sometimes it just does do that. But yeah, that's something that we're used to with AVA. So yeah, we resume then. Still a 7-2 lead for Sweden, and they're going for a very hard bridge push. This is something we see them do often to establish dominance early on. You get 2 kills here with R. Sai's under a lot of pressure there. Ferry did do quite a bit there. And Self finds R, that's big. Now it puts them back in a 3v3. Taz trying to take mid control from Red Container. I think he spotted Aimstein there. He's going to be posted up very slight. But will Self spot him because Taz is not watching it? Self misses a shot there. That could be crucial. Oh, Taz still getting the kill there. Well done by him. But Aimstein has pushed on. So 2v2. Kimpa in the warehouse though. Could do a sneaky thing there. That's the kill onto Ferry. It's all on Aimstein. He's very low HP. But do they know? He knows Kimpa's down now. Kimpa misses a shot! Ooh, 1v1 situation. Taz still full HP. He knows that the guy's lit. So he has his pistol out. Ooh. Taz is sitting in the corner. Aimstein is moving to the side. They both don't want to make any mistakes here. As soon as that bomb is picked up, Taz will know where he's at. Haven't spotted each other just yet. Aimstein knows he's not on the side. Oh, and he doesn't look down. Taz still gets that clutch. Sweden now up 8-2. See how R is going to approach this with nades. Partly this matchup had 7 matches on his account, hasn't really played much as Zetar gets Aimstein immediately, finds a second onto Slick, still holding strong in warehouse. Ferry finally does trade him out. Self's trying to move on, Kim's found Ferry though through the mid. Simon's already pushing on, I think Self will expect this. He does indeed, gets the kill. It's both of the scopes still remaining. ROever moving in. Beautiful headshot by Self, he's on 2 this round. Skimpa is trying to move into the warehouse, but Self's rotating. It's a good call. But now it's scope versus scope. To another team. Taz has hurt Self. He's going to hide here. I don't think Self is going to watch this angle. Does this gun stick out? The gun sticks out! Self doesn't see it. Tensi doesn't see it, but the gun sticks out! That's so crucial. The gun is sticking out. They haven't seen it. Oh, Taz! Self does look back. Taz wanted to go for a little troll there. The X9 comes in too, and now Kimpa's going for it. But Kimpa knows he needs to throw the grenade. Nade spot comes in. This is right onto Self. Gets the nade onto Self. 1v2 for Kimpa. Is this some classic vintage play coming in? It is! Beautiful clutch by Kimpa. And it's 9-2 for Sweden. Well played by him. Taz almost getting that. But it's not enough for them.
Charge defused. Operation success. Return to main base. Your efforts are commended.
Just 1 round remaining for Sweden to take this first map. Immediately a hard push by Aimstein. He does do that well. Takes a lot of early control, a lot of damage onto Zetar as well. It's down to 35. They crawled up in mid. I think Sai should switch though for the AK. I'm not sure if the SAM SFK 80 is a good idea here. That's fine, Aimstein. Oh, look at R. Well done, but look at R. R and Zetar are pushed up very far. They've got bomb. They've got bomb. Kim finds Ferry after pushing mid. Tensi's still there too. Second for Kim. Now it's all onto Slick. Oh, he sees his teammate. I think they know he's likely going to be here at 1. Slick's already trying to hold it. Beautiful headshot for him though. But Slick needs to clutch. 1v4. He's gone 1 already. R's holding close. Just getting info here. Got the info. Falls back. Yeah, they've got bomb. It's going to be so tough for Slick to come back through it. Good flash. Is on Bino. And Taz will find him. It's a 10-2 victory on map 1 as Sweden takes their own map pick of Hammerblow. And we're going to go back into the lobby and prepare ourselves for map 2, which will be on Aslan. A very strong start by the Sweden lineup. Really showing why they have won 3 out of the 5 iterations of the ICC. And those were won in 2011, 12 and... 2012, 13 and 14. 15 and 16 it went to the Netherlands. And after that, of course, an 8-year drought of no ICC. But now finally, we are back with ICC after 8 years of waiting. And Sweden knows that they want to establish that they have won the most. Just need to make sure that they hold off the Netherlands off on that. But this time, the first ICC, also Asia's participating, means it will be very tough. And that Asia group has already shown that there are some tough teams to beat. Because we saw in the Chinese qualifiers, the 2 teams were quite strong there. But they were no match. China 1 was no match for Taiwan whatsoever in that match we saw on Friday. So Taiwan definitely being one of the teams to beat for this tournament. Also a strong showing by Team USA, who's definitely a contender for the title. And I think alongside that, Sweden will be a team to watch out for as well. But they will have a tough matchup next week as well versus the Netherlands. If Sweden manages to win that, they could be all but certain to move on to the playoffs. As for Germany, they will now have to bring it back on their own map pick of Aslan. Should be a lot closer than the 10-2 we saw just now. But they will need to win it. They want to push it to a map 3. And there we go, everyone is ready, so we're going to move back in. This is map 2, this is Aslan. And we will have Sweden start on EU with Taz, Eater, Kimpa, Simon and R. An NRF side taken by Germany, Slick, Tensi, Ferry, Selfu, and Captain Einstein. See if we have any gun changes. Simon has switched to the M14. That is potentially a good switch. Self also has a PGM with him. As for the other players, I don't think any notable changes were made. Well, Slick has the Mako with him though. A good pick from Sai, as he's now elevated immediately the headshot onto Tensi. Great job by him. Einstein moving in, catches Taz off guard. The bomb's not down just yet, but mid control definitely taken now by Einstein. Well done by him, as Zetar is going to move on to the mid. Slick has not spotted that. Kimpa now almost finds himself alone. Self did find R, which means Kimpa is going to be under pressure. Smoke's now about to disappear. I need to get this kill onto Z. It will be a tough ask. He's pushing him. Zetar does find the kill eventually. Kimpa now moving in. Nade spot onto the island area would help tremendously, but I don't know if any of the German players still have a grenade. Self does, as Simon finds the second of the round. Self now missing a shot. Sai about to move in. Tries to come onto Sai, but Zetor trades him out immediately. Now it's all onto Fairy. Kim is already moving over to the one side. Zetor is going to hold the off angle. Fairy doesn't expect that. Gets an immediate kill onto him. But now 1v1 for Kimpa. Here's the smoke come in. Flashes come through. Hard push by Fairy. Kim's playing with sound. Kim is playing with sound beautifully. Fairy has no idea where he has to look for, and Kimpa gets the kill onto him. Well played by the Swedish mate Scope. It's once again Sweden who takes the lead in this matchup. Let's now move into the same area he was before, this time playing a little bit more defensive. Self once again gets a kill onto R, but traded out by Taz almost immediately. I think Simon made a very good call to switch for that M14, just a little bit stronger than the gun he had prior. Zetor with jumping does spot Slick, but Slick finds him with the Dimako. So many different guns being used, and I think that's one of the things that we can commend the AVA Global for, in contrary to the other versions. Adds the variety of guns we see used in tournaments. There's about 4 or 5 pointman weapons being used, more than 7 or even 8 rifles, and for scopes, well, we don't see that many changes, perhaps 3 or 4. Most people still, of course, using the Supreme FR. But side's been taken by Kimpa. Side 2's open. Taz still has the bomb, and he's moving over to Warts 1. So it looks like they have not yet decided where they want to go to. Slowly moving in. 10C is rotating. Kimpa does find the kill onto Slick quite quickly. He's going to push on. Slick misses.
Roger.
Oh, there's 10C. He does find him. But Taz going to get the bomb down. I think 10C's heard it.
Charge set.
10C knows that Taz is going to be on side. But Taz going to use the binos there. Very good call. Now Taz can reposition. The nade does fail. Flash comes through. And Taz had a perfect pixel angle ready for him. This shows how strong binos can be. It's once again the scopes that reign supreme. Sweden's up 2. Let's see if Zetor is going to go for a push this time round. Might just walk all the way up and try to push Slick out. Tensi's once again gone to his position in round 1. This time Simon not in the elevated position he was before. And Tensi wisely decides to fall back already. R's up very far in the mid. Fairy's holding it from the back. Kimpa's decided to move up to Self. Oh, here they come. It is Self with the kill. Kimpa missing a shot there. Zetor pushing on very hard to Slick. They haven't gotten the kill just yet, but Tensi's still holding. Fairy's found one. Sai's pushing on, he gets Slick. Kill for Taz onto Fairy. He's just gonna get the bomb now. But Simon needs to get the kill there onto Aimstein. Needs to get that kill here. I don't think Aimstein's going to expect this. He does slightly, but Taz with a double cleanup. 3 kills for him this round. It really does show how strong Sweden is, and they're out here to win it. 3-0 lead now onto the Germans. This is Germany's map pick as well. It doesn't seem like they have an answer for what Sweden is throwing at them, at least for a time being. Couple of good fight backs, but the scopes being very, very strong, even though Selv's done exceptionally well trading out. Look at that, Aimstein once again with a beautiful push. He's going for it, a 1 stab. This could be perfect. Let's see if anyone is going to expect this. Taz is watching the behind, so I don't think Sweden will expect this. Aimstein yet to spot anyone. Hasn't seen Kimpa. Oh, Kimpa is going to watch this. He catches Aimstein. That's so unfortunate. Aimstein did not see Kimpa and almost managed to complete the beautiful stab. But with Taz now moving over to 2, he realizes that that's going to be clear. And with Sai pushed up so far, he's going to catch Self here. Self is not... Ooh, Self does expect this, but can't get the kill. Now Tensi's rotating. 1v3 for him. But Sweden also strong. Kimpa's already decided to hold it, and he gets that kill. 6-1 for Taz, 6-2 for Kimpa. And even though R is yet to deal any damage, it doesn't seem like it's holding Sweden back whatsoever. So once again going to the mid. This time it's a full go to one. This is going to be a quick one. Let's move over to Tensi, who's already decided to throw some nades. Fairy's giving him backup. It's good that he does. Fairy does find Zeter. Tensi does see R go to that spot. Gets a kill onto Taz though. Beautiful angle. The shot though onto R, who immediately trades back, and that side taken. He's going to get the bomb down. Slick from behind. 3v3 situation with Simon picking up the FR. He's already holding the angle, but nobody's watching up. Simon is exposed. But Slick is decided to go from behind. Will Kimp expect this though? Self gets Simon. Slick gets Kimpa. It's just on R. Oh, he does give his spot away just too early. And that's going to allow Germany to come on the board. Still 4-1 lead for Sweden. Germany fights back. As for people in the chat wondering which teams we have in this ICC, in Group A, we have 2 Chinese teams, we have a Taiwanese team and a Malaysian team. Group B consists of Israel, Italy, Egypt, and the second USA team, and with Group C consisting of the other USA team, the Netherlands, Germany, and Sweden. So 12 teams in total, still to figure out whether 8 or 6 teams are going to move on to the playoffs. But I think it will be 6 teams, although something us admins still have to figure out as Self immediately gets Kimpa. Kimpa really struggling to shut down Self, who's currently 8 for 4. Good jump out by Self. Gets a lot of valuable info there, but the mid fully in control by Sweden. That's not moving further up. Sai about to find 2. Spotted 1. There's a lot of damage into Fairy. Taz and Zeter, I think, are going to move up Crossfire. Zeter's fully gone through. Let's move over to him. With Self so far out, aim sign is going to be caught off guard now. And that will be 2 side open. Self now decides to go back. Zeter is going to run right into his aim. I don't think he's going to expect this. So let's go to Self. We find Zeter. 3v3 still. Simon about to come in. A lot of damage. Now Ars decided to push him. Good angle though by Self. But now Taz holding close. Taz missing that shot. Still there. Tensi finds Simon. Taz alone, and Tensi with that double cleaning up. A very calm but collected retake by Germany, and it pays dividends as they're now 4-2. They're starting to bring that deficit back, but they need to. They want to stay in this match.
Your efforts are commended.
Self under pressure as he finds one but gets traded out. Now the push comes through with R in the side. Killed by Slick. He finds a second onto side through the smoke. There's still 2 scopes holding it as a nade and a flash come through. Kim and Taz have to retreat. They're still both full HP as Taz is waiting for it. Look at that, most players have already rotated. Taz still waiting, Slick's on the side. Mid now being retaken. That noise should be heard. Taz is now moving in. Will he get that kill onto Slick, who's decided to reposition? Kimpa is holding that. Good backup from him. Oh, Taz misses the shot. Slick under a lot of pressure. Still gets the kill onto Taz, and now it's Kimpa alone. Slick's on for 3. Almost the 4th. He manages to push on. Gimba, no, it's going to be a cleanup kill for Ferry, and now it's 3 rounds straight for Germany. They're fighting back on the back of Self, who is doing an exceptionally good job in getting those frags, at least able to get 1 per round, and many rounds even 2 or more. He's currently 12 in 2, the most kills out of anyone. Nade's coming through, this time a fast mid take, but Slick gets that nade kill onto Simon. With Kimpa now also been killed. Yeah, Kimpa's actually decided to move over to Rifle. He's realizing that playing against Self on this map is not really working out. And Self's playing super, super strong. Alright, now finds aim sign. Tensi fighting back. He's gotten 2 on the Rifle. Tensi also swapped out. So no longer a dual scope setup for either team, just 1. As now Taz is in a 1v4. Sweden's about to bring this back to an even scoreline. Oh, will Taz spot anyone? That timing from Slick was perfect. And it's 4-all. We're all even. As we have 1 round remaining before the side switch. It's starting to look like Germany has found their footing in this matchup. It's going to be a hard 1 push. Let's go back to Aimstein, because he's going to be under that relenting pressure. Let's do a lot of damage onto R. The push through is happening. Aimstein gets found. Still a Rifle holding, that is Ferry. He gets caught by Sai. Tensi still in the garden. With Taz coming in, Slick still on the side. 2v2 situation. Slick has to wait, but he's got bomb. Slick has got the bomb. And he will call that out to Self. Self pushes in very aggressively. That doesn't work out. They know where Slick's playing at. Almost has that angle. He does find it. It's a 5-4 lead for Sweden as we go into the side change. So we move back into the lobby, but the teams are keeping it very close. Looks like here on Aslan, it's definitely more competitive than it was earlier on. And we're going to go back into the lobby and see if any of the teams can complete in regulation. Because keep in mind, guys, we play 18 rounds in total. If the scores are 9-0, we move into overtime. So it's not like the regular 7 wins that you're used to. When it's always a max of 13 rounds, no, overtime rules do apply. That's something that we might see later on. Now, as soon as the players do ready up, we're going to resume here on this second map. Once again, a reminder, if Germany manages to win this and push it to a 3rd map, we will move over to India. But so far, I think once you really get your footing in on the NRF side, that is a way how to really get things sorted. But if you are good on EU, if you can apply proper pushing power, then EU might even be stronger on Aslan. So it could still go either way, but the first couple of rounds are going to be crucial in order to determine who does best. And here we go, back into the matchup. It's a 5-4 lead for Sweden at the time, and they just need 5 more rounds on defense in order to claim victory in week 1. Germany will do everything in their might to prevent that. Once again, both teams deciding to start with a dual scope setup. We saw that the teams decided against it and switched back to 1 scope halfway through. For now, they still want to do it the same way. I don't think we are going to see any gun change. A little Tensi with the M4 again. Ferry also with the M4 still. Sai's actually switched back to the SFK, so we do see a couple of changes here. As... Oh, it's a very ballsy setup. R's moved over to mid. Kimpa's moving up very hard into Aimstein. Aimstein gets the first kill of the round. This should almost be the call for... well, either team, but R's with a good push into mid. He gets slick. Taz finds Aimstein now. Tensi's moving over here. This will be a quick 2-go. They have to go for it now. R starting to rotate. Z-Tur's still here. That's a lot of damage. R now. Good nades. It's going to hold them off for just a little moment. Smoke's coming out, and with a flash too, means that they just can't push in. But everyone is rotating. Sai's got mid control. Taz has now moved in. Binos are out. And Germany's waiting. Not sure if Germany is waiting for anyone to come and stab them so they can get a free kill and then move around. If so, Sai will be the one to make that mistake. He is going to move in. I don't think he's going to catch the angle where Ferry's playing at. And Ferry will indeed get that kill. And with Self now finding Z-Tur, all of a sudden it's starting to look like a round switch in Germany's favor. It's a 4v3. Still one scope and appointment. Both players are tagged up. Smoke coming through. I think Taz knows that they're going to push in. He put that Bino out. He finds the kill onto Self. R is now pushing. Needs to get Tensi. Does get Tensi. And now it's all on to Ferry. Bomb is down. They know where he's at. R just needs to get that first bullet in. And he doesn't do so. Ferry's still alive. And now it's all on to Taz. A 1v1. Both players lit. But Taz hears Ferry go back. Ferry actually going over to the mid. Taz expecting him to go over to one side. They're just going to miss out on each other, but Taz might look back now after he doesn't see anyone here. Ferry still moves into 2. Both players missing out completely on each other. And that means Ferry is going to get that bomb down. It's got 10 seconds to work with. Taz knows that it's likely going to be a 2, but Ferry needs to get that bomb down quick.
Roger.
What to do so now?
Charge set.
Bomb is down. 1v1, both players also lit. Ferry just managed to sneak away behind the fireplace. Taz missing the shot. Flashes come out. This is big for Ferry. 1v2, but Taz still gets the kill. And where the round went from Sweden to Germany's favor, in the end it's still Sweden getting the right end of the stick. The short end of the stick dealt to Germany. That's a 6-4 lead for Sweden. Just 4 remaining for them to claim victory here in week 1. And immediately, Germany has switched over to 1 scope. Tensi decided to move away from it.
Good job.
Look at that. They once again want to move over to the 2 side. They take a lot of control, but they steer away from the mid, which Sweden was very antsy on taking. That seemed to work out quite well for them as Sai gets that kill with the G28. Has he switched back again? Oh, he's just switched over. He had it in his second slot. Look at that, the main push happening over at 2 sides. Ferry's going to spot. Z-Tur gets the kill, but Z-Tur does find Self. Puts a scope down, but it's a double for Ferry. Almost a triple onto Sai. A good push from Aimstein is going to find more. Now it's a 2v1. This is all on Kimpa. He's made a 1v2 clutch before, but can he do it again? If he does manage to do so now, then this would be crushing for Germany's morale. Remember, it's a 6-4 lead. Kimpa moving in. 25 seconds remaining. Aimstein is full. Tensi is low. But Tensi is going to be the first one in his crosshair. Does do a lot of damage and finds the kill as well. Well played by him. The good off angle where Kimpa wouldn't pre-fire him at. And Germany evens up the scores for this half, but in the full match, 6-5.
Setting the primary target.
Nearly a kill for Taz in the mid. Ooh, Self fights back onto Kim. Kim's really struggling with Self in this map. Look at that. Once again, they want to go to 2. Ferry's jumping. This time they're posted up much more closely. Z-Tur has to help out. Does find 2. Tensi's still there. Z-Tur knows he needs to get out of there. That's a 2v3. Self moving up. Taz trying to come in from behind. He's going to catch Tensi off guard here, I feel. Yeah, he does. Now it's all onto Self. With the smoke come out. Oh, what a flick onto side. It's still not over. In Germany, their teammates. His teammates acknowledging that was a really good flick. Yeah, bomb is under control. Zeter low HP though. So Self might be able to make something work here. He's got time on the side. Minute 20 left on the clock. He's waiting for a mistake. And that mistake is not going to come. He needs to get the kill onto Taz. If he does, he can win it. Zeter's not going to push him here. Taz just moved back. Oh, this could work in his favor. The timing is crucial. He's made Self now. And that allows Zeter to get the kill. No chance for Self in the end. 7-5 now for Sweden. They're just 3 rounds away.
This is the primary target. Roger.
Oh, and Germany's going for a hard one push.
Outstanding.
Decided, alright, let's go for it. Let's try and take something here. Look at that, they're already through. The side fighting back tremendously. Slick does find the kill onto him. Fairy finds Kimpa, that's good news. But look at that, Zeter's already coming in from behind. Taz through the smoke, but there's Zeter. He finds one, he's just going to jump down. They haven't spotted him. He's found Self, he knows where Tensi's at. And even though he does get the kill onto Zeter, he can't find the kill on R. Sweden slowly but surely trying to sneak away, and the hard pushes from Germany not working out. They need to lean a little bit more on Self, I feel. And even though Self's doing quite well, those pushes are too quick for him. But then once again are going for a one push. This time we're posted up closely. Sai gets caught off guard. Taz already moved over. He does find Slick. Kimpa has also gotten Self. Yeah, that's the bomb down. Kimpa still moves on. Tensi pre-firing very hard and does get the kill. But look at that, from behind, 2 players. There he does get one. I'll get the second. Oh, now they know where he is. Arm will just push him and get the kill. Match point now for Sweden. They're just 1 away with a 9-5 lead. They have 4 rounds to secure it. Just 1 more will grant them the 2-0 victory here tonight over Germany. But it looks like offense so far is not working out at all for Germany. Too fast of a play, which is easily countered by Sweden. It looks like this time around they're approaching a little bit more slowly, with Taz immediately with the kill. Finds a second onto Self as well, and he will just push on. Binos are out. Gets him on Bino. R gets a kill onto Tensi. There's Aimstein who fights back for 3 kills for Taz, and that's it. It's GG. 10-5 victory on map 2 after a 10-2 victory on Hammerblow, and it will be Germany falling to the claws of Sweden as they take home the 3 points.